Hey, it's DJ Crash from KNON 89.3 FM. Proud to have recording artist M here in the studio with us. Thank you for coming to Dallas.
I'm honored to be here. I love the vibe already.
Good. And let me just ask you, how was Austin last night?
It was great. I have only been to Austin like one time for 5 minutes, so it was really cool to spend a little bit more time there.
Is this your first time in Dallas?
Yeah, I've never been here before.
Okay. And you're going to be performing in Deep Ellum, that I call the entertainment capital of Texas.
Slay.
And I know that Austin tries to take that title, but no, it's Deep Ellum.
I'm excited. I can't wait to meet everybody.
So, okay, first comment. Sometimes, I want to feed the demons. Tell me a little about the background for that line, that song.
The entire album, it's called Black Diamond, and the character exists just to empower women and anyone who feels like a little bit misunderstood. And for me, that song in particular is about self-worth and knowing that you're beautiful, even with the craziness that's going on in the world. And the line specifically, don't feed the demons, is just like, don't give in to those voices that make you feel like you're anything less than what you actually are.
I detect a little bit of fuck you.
Oh, the whole album's like...
Yeah, which is great. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah, against society, against norms, against expectations.
Yeah, for sure.
Very cool.
Thank you.
So talk to me a little about the gemstone continuation.
Sure. So each project has a character that goes with it because I love cosplay. So the first one's Emerald, then Ruby, then Sapphire, and now Black Diamond, and then eventually we'll also do Diamond. So each one has a character that goes with it, and right now we're on Black Diamond, so I wear all black and have black hair. And then with the other ones, we have like green hair, red hair, blue hair. But I have like an entire backstory that I've created that eventually I'll turn into lots of different things, like animated series and comics and things like that. I have like
comic books?
I'm hoping so, yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
So Megan has really jumped into Black Diamond lately.
Yes, I love that.
I was actually listening to the album on my way here.
I hope it made you feel amazing.
It did. I really love, I was kind of comparing it to your top songs that you have on Spotify. And then Black Diamond is just such a different kind of sound, which I've really enjoyed. And I really think it brings out the rage pop kind of aspect that we talked about last time when we did your little phone interview. Tell me a little bit about how your styles developed as you've gone into this album.
I think for Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire, I was just experimenting and kind of finding my sound. And this was the first time that I went in with a really clear vision. I knew that I wanted to have really strong funk undertones, which is an underground genre, P-H-O-N-K, not F-U-N-K. So for me, I went in with that very clear sonic vision, and I knew that this was going to be a villain project and that all the lyrics were going to be based around this character. Whereas with the other music, I had just gone into a studio and made 50 or 60 songs just to try things and see what happened, and then I kind of organized it afterwards. So this one, I went in with the vision originally. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I really love having you develop the character like that. It feels very similar to other rage pop artists like Ashniko, who has that like creepy, cute, gross kind of aesthetic going on. And I really love seeing that channel into the work. Can you dive in a little bit more into the Black Diamond character for me?
Sure. So she's like an interdimensional supervillain. She wants to take over the multiverse. So that's why she's so insane. And that's like the theme of the show too. So the whole show, we like read it all. I have an incredible MD, and we like built an entire storyline, and she has like her evil clowns that like work for her. And we do like a lot of like horror themed inspo. It's really, really fun. And I hate, in real life, like I hate horror. I'm like the last person that believes in revenge. I don't want to be narcissistic, but she's just insane and sadistic. And it's like really fun for me to get to play with that.
You're channeling something that's maybe an alter.
Yeah, it's so the opposite of how I am, because I'm like a pretty gentle person. So it's definitely like, it's a great outlet for me.
I really love your social media content. I was diving into your Instagram the other day, and I love the posts you have where you're dressed up as the Black Diamond character and you're walking the xenomorphs just down the street. I think that's so much fun, and it really does incorporate that kind of horror aspect into the character.
Yeah, thank you. It's fun. That was just like a totally random idea I had. I was like, I think this would be funny. A lot of it has like an undertone of humor too, like just not taking myself too seriously. Because I think for the first like several years of my career, I took myself so seriously. And then I got to the point where I was like, this is supposed to be fun. Like I want to laugh. Like I want to enjoy this process. So that's why it's like people get mad about like, we do these videos where I break bottles with my whistle tones and people get so mad and they're like, the bottle's not real, it's CGI. And I'm like, it's for fun. Like, why is everyone so stressed out? Like, it's just fun. That's the whole point. We live one time, let's have fun.
Now is a good time for fun.
Yeah, we need it.
We need it now.
Yeah.
I get the impression your stage show is a lot of fun.
It's really fun.
How many people on stage?
Well, we have different versions depending on what we're doing and the budgets and all that. But the ideal version of the show is 3 dancers and me, and it's great. And I play like lots of instruments, so you kind of get the full band experience of all the like crazy guitar solos and crazy like piano moments and all that. And I play a keytar, which is really fun. But it still feels intimate. It's cool. It's really cool. It's a special show for sure. We worked really hard on it.
Sorry?
I just said we worked really hard on it. It's great.
You should be proud of it, and I'm glad it went over well in Austin. And congratulations on this huge USA Canada 2026 tour.
Thank you.
Where it looks like you're hitting every city in North America.
Yeah.
It's a big tour, and I appreciate you being here tonight.
Thank you. I'm honored. We call it a seating tour because it's like my first time out. So we go out, we make fans, and hopefully when we come back the year after, we can do bigger venues and stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, it's great.
But I think you'll love puzzles in Deep Ellum tonight.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be great.
All right. So there was a video I was watching of yours that I was very impressed by because it showed you in development and then playing a guitar and then playing a bass and then playing a guitar and then playing regular keys and then singing. And I was duly impressed.
Thank you.
This is M. This is you. And right now you're producing your own sound. So that's got to be awesome.
Yeah, I've produced a lot in the past. The Black Diamond album I didn't produce. I did that with somebody else who's phenomenal. His name's Nige. He's incredibly talented. At a certain point you get sick of your own ideas. You're like, I kind of want to expand. But yeah, I do a lot of stuff. That's true.
And are you saying that you play all these instruments on stage during this tour too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Someone comes out and hands you a bass or whatever, and nice.
Yeah. I think it's important because my background is like musicality. My parents are classical musicians. I grew up at Interlochen Center for the Arts. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like a lot of classical music is my whole childhood. So it's important to me to integrate the musicality aspect. It's not just dancing and singing. So.
What I saw also is that you were raised in kind of a conservative religious household.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do I have it right? You ran away from Michigan to New York and really discovered spirituality and maybe not religion, but sort of.
I think I've always been very plugged in directly with the divine personally. And I think that maybe that's why I saw through a lot of religion, because it wasn't really reflecting the personal experiences I was having in my own times of prayer. And I just realized a lot of it was BS, trying not to curse. And I think that personal relationship with God has always been very, very strong for me. And that's never changed, no matter what I'm labeling things or whatever. I try not to box God in too much, because every time I do, it just ends up being wrong or just breaking out of the boxes again and again.
And maybe like us, considering artists, you find divinity in many places and in other people.
Yeah.
And especially other types of people.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think that's so important. I think anything that's separating us is probably lacking in connection to source. I think that's always an illusion. Separation is always an illusion.
I'm proud to say that KNON has been around since 1983. And we're proud to be the radio station here in Dallas that brings diversity, the diversity of North Texas, to the airwaves. So we have a variety of genre shows and support so many groups and individuals and scenes, you know?
That's great.
And, so yeah, we're not just one style of music at this radio station. We're very proud of diversity, and we want to reflect Dallas-Fort Worth, which is very diverse.
Yeah. Super important. That's good. Like, that's important work. Spiritually, that's important.
Were you saying this is your first tour?
Yeah. So we did like a little test tour back in June, only a couple cities, and just to see what the vibes were and how it went and all that. And now this is the first real, I guess, tour.
So the vibes were good.
They were good. I mean, we made a lot of mistakes because it's our first time doing it, and we're booking everything ourselves and all that. So, yeah, we had to work out the kinks.
Do you wear on stage the mastermind and some of the other?
The headpieces?
Yeah, I don't want you to give away if we shouldn't, but
honestly, I change it up every night right now, just to keep it interesting. So at some point, I'm sure that I will. I have before. So
yeah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Moonstone is one of your bands that is opening tonight.
Yes.
I don't know much about him. I actually we were going to have him in the studio to talk about you, to talk about the performance at Puzzles, but then we had an ice storm. It was on January 24th, and things shut down here for a couple of days.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're great. Vocals are incredible, off the chain.
Moonstone?
Yeah.
Good.
She's a phenomenal singer.
Good.
Yeah.
So do you hand select openers or?
When I can, I try, but it's so many openers because we're doing local openers on this tour, so it's like 70 people, so I can't always like look at everybody, but I make sure that it's all in alignment with our values and messaging and everything.
Is there a goal that you want to have accomplished at the end of this tour?
I always have the goal of selling out shows, so I think selling out several shows would be great.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and let's hope that happens, definitely.
Yeah, it will.
Good. And then also at the end of the tour to be able to look back and think to yourself, we made a lot of fans along the way. Mm-hmm. And when we come back, that's going to be a bigger wave.
Oh, yeah. And even like at the smaller shows, we're like in Texas for us was like the slowest selling part of the tour because for some reason, the South, we haven't connected as much yet. So to me, it's like, even when we come here and it's like a smaller crowd, if I find just like those one or two people, like last night there was a girl in the audience, she looked 10 and she had on like full clown makeup, and I was like, this little girl is so cool. Like, she's amazing. And it's always like you find those one or two people that you're like, you're the reason I'm here, you know?
Very cool.
Yeah.
You live in North Hollywood now.
I live, near there.
Yeah, cool.
In LA.
I go out there often, and I love North Hollywood.
Oh, that's great.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good vibes.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Megan.
I was going to say, I think also you'll find in Texas that the people that show up to your show are really going to be into it.
Yeah.
Because the community, like the alternative scene and community itself, is still a little bit smaller down here because we are fighting a lot of different forces right now. But you'll find the people that show up to your show, when they dig it, and then you've got a band for like ever.
Yeah, they're so great. So great.
I agree with that. And I think, Texas, it's a little different. It is a little different in Texas. And sometimes I really wish, and this is part of my goal in doing that radio show, is to expand new artists to our ears here.
Yeah.
Like you.
Thank you.
You know? I think Don't Feed the Demons, Mastermind, those are excellent songs.
Thank you.
You write them all.
Yeah, I wrote the whole album.
The whole album.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Thanks.
I love the transition from that first intro you've got on the album into that first song.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening it in my car on the way here, and it just moves so smoothly. Because I've noticed sometimes artists, when they're making an album, from song to song, they don't necessarily consider how they move into each other. They're their own separate entities. And I really love how you're able to create this like smooth continuation. It's almost like listening to a novel or a story versus just listening to a singular song.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. So every song flows into the next song, which I always love albums that do that. think Justin Timberlake had an album that did that, and I always remembered like that's really cool, and I made a mental note to do it.
So kind of a concept album.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool.
It's like a musical.
There you go. And your production is sort of like Broadway.
Yeah, exactly. And it does have a story behind it that eventually we'll tell. So
so I think after this you got a couple of Texas states, and then you're moving all over, which is fantastic. You're always welcome to stop by here when you're in Dallas in the future.
Thank you. So
Very
sweet.
welcome.
I will definitely come back.
All right, so we've been speaking with musical artist M, rage pop artist M, and her new album just released last year is Black Diamond. And I do want to mention also that I love the production to where on some of the songs you hear your whispering voice right in my ears, and it just tickles me, and I love that. I love that. The contrast to the loud music, and then I just think it's well produced.
Thank you. Yeah, you'll notice new stuff in the production every time you listen. It's like we worked really hard on it, and I think like especially for neurodivergent minds, like we really like to have details that we can catch when we listen to things. So
You mean little sounds or
like
something?
ear candy.
Ear candy
Yeah.
that maybe I need to listen to a couple more times to catch.
Yeah.
I will then.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there ear candy in the live show?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
I work just as hard on the live show as on the album, if not harder. And it gets better every single time we do it. So
Watching your posts, I think you've been working on this live stage show for months.
yes, so originally I built the first version of the show in 2022, and it's just grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. As far as like the MD versions of everything, like we do new versions of everything live. That's why we had to put out the live album. It's called Genesis, because people would see the clips online and be like, I want this version now, in addition to the regular version. And my goal is always make the live version better than the record. That's always my goal with live performance. It's very important to me.
Michael, the producer you mentioned.
Nige, yeah.
Yeah.
Nige doesn't do the live versions. They're like other types of producers that come in, and I tell them this is what we're doing. I give them like a rough version, and then they go and they like finish it out because I'm too busy to do it myself. So yeah, it's great.
And how do people find you?
You can find me online everywhere. My socials are EMM in real life. My name is M, like the letter, so you don't forget. And the album's called Black Diamond, and you can find it on all the streaming platforms. And the fan favorite right now seems to be Eat My Acid. That might be one that you like.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you, M, for being in Dallas. We're at KNON 89.3 FM here in Dallas, Texas. Megan, anything else?
No, that's it. I'm very excited to see the content you produced tonight. What time are doors for the show tonight?
I'm going to guess 7. They're at 7.
Yeah, and then I think there's a couple of opening acts, including Moonstone.
Yes. I can't remember who off the top of my head. I've slept like 3 hours, so I don't know.
Well, I appreciate you being here.
No, I'm honored.
And let me tell you also that the venue is very gothic inside. It's this deep red colors and really European lighting. It's a nice venue.
It'll be great. Thank you so much.
There'll be people dancing in the streets hearing your music.
Thank you. I'll claim that and receive it.
Thank you for being here, Em.
Thank you. I'm honored. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.